become okay with the fact that it's a pattern. Very easy for us humans to forget. It is in the shade Samantha. By the way, social media is literally fake. Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hope you guys are all doing well. As you can tell by this little thing I'm putting on my head that I actually found in my bathroom. I think it's my sister's. I'm stealing it from her. We're going to be doing a get ready with me. It's actually nighttime. It's like almost 6 p.m. and I'm just now getting ready for the day because I have a lot of filming to do and I kind of took the morning off. But the grind never stops, especially with Vlogmas. So you guys are going to be getting ready with me so that I can film another video after this. So I'm just gonna start off. I just got this little face razor thing. I feel like I'm so late to this trend. I used to use the like old school ones, but now I finally upgraded to this little circular one. Finishing Touch Flawless Face Remover. I got it at Target. So I'm gonna use this because I desperately need it. I'm gonna do around my mouth, kind of like on my cheeks and like in between my eyebrows because that's where I have like the most peach fuzz. And it's supposed to really help with your makeup application to go on much smoother. So let's see what this is all about. Okay. Wow, you can really feel the difference actually. That's good for now. I need to moisturize. If you guys want to see my in-depth everyday makeup, like where I actually show you guys all the products that I'm using, I have a whole video on that. Right now I kind of just want to talk about other things while I'm getting ready. So if you are interested in like knowing the products and like every little step, then go watch that video. I will link it right here for you guys. But today I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about mental health and all things surrounding that because I always get questions from you guys to talk about that stuff and it's very much an important part of my life. I kind of deal with it every single day, so why not talk about it, especially now where I feel like it's been getting a little bit worse. I've been feeling very anxious every single day, very kind of not myself, kind of like a shell of myself, if that makes any sense. I always find myself going in kind of phases or having a pattern of when I feel this way. Like I'll feel really great, you know, on top of the world, and then the next week or the next day, it's almost like a complete drastic change in my mood. And it can be very, you know, annoying. It can be very discouraging because you don't really feel like doing the things you normally like to do. So it's really hard to work through it because there's some days where you will just wake up and feel terrible, where like you just think it'll be never ending and you're just like, wow, this is never gonna go away. But then it always does go away. But then when it comes back, you kind of forget that it goes away and you're just like, wow, this is the worst thing ever. So it's kind of like this vicious cycle. I always like hope that like, oh, hopefully this is the last time this ever happens to me and like I can get over it and, you know, learn from it and then never have this happen to me again. But then it always does happen to me again. So that's why it's kind of annoying because it's almost like, is this ever going to end? Am I ever going to just like be happy all the time or like not feel this anxious feeling every other week? Like, you know what I mean? I feel like I've come to the realization that you have to become okay with the fact that it's a pattern that's probably going to keep happening as you get older. And you know, it's very hard for anxiety to just completely go away, you know, just by doing nothing, like just on its own. So if you're somebody like me and you don't, you know, you don't really think medication is the answer, you don't think that your case is like as extreme to really need like a medication because everybody's different and you just kind of want to like figure out ways to deal with it on your own, then I would definitely suggest kind of doing this, what I've been trying to do. So obviously I acknowledge that this happens to me. I acknowledge that like this is like a pattern and usually I feel the same type of things when it does arise. I'll feel very like anxious, like as if like something's wrong even though nothing's wrong. I'll feel very just upset. I'll feel like I don't want to even move from my bed. I start getting really bad headaches every single day. It's just a big, huge collab of symptoms that I usually get. Like they all come together at once typically. So I have really tried to like take notice of the exact things that I feel, like whether you can just make a mental note or whether if you have to like write them down. And so that way you can almost like kind of figure out what the trigger is for those things. Like if you're overworking yourself or if you are like going on your phone too much and then you start getting headache, then you know that like probably is that trigger and you can like kind of work on more healthier habits to not do those things. Like I have a really big problem of like looking at a screen too much and, you know, at first thing in the morning, looking at a screen for hours, whether it be my phone or just like editing. And I truly think that that is a big factor for me personally. Like I think that whenever I do that, if I fall asleep watching TikTok, wake up and then go back on TikTok, my day is like terrible when I do that because in the morning And at night, your brain is most susceptible to like obtaining that information, and you know, especially TikTok, it honestly leaves me feeling terrible about myself most of the time. So if I'm going to sleep looking at that and then waking up and looking at that, like the first thing I see when I wake up, your day is almost definitely going to be terrible, and you're almost definitely going to feel like so bad about yourself for the rest of the day. So if you find that that is a similar thing that happens to you, or if you just can pinpoint your trigger or like your bad habit, then you have to really try to implement things to work those through and not do those things. Like, don't let yourself go on TikTok past 8 o'clock, and like do something else right before you go to bed. And like in the morning, like don't go on your phone the first few hours of the day, and maybe journal, or maybe like go for a walk or do something else, because I can't even express like when I do those things, especially in the morning. Like usually I'll have to edit in the morning just because it's Vlogmas, but on the days where I don't, I find myself having the best day, or like so much more of a good mood throughout the day because I didn't stare at a screen in the morning. So I think that has been a really big reason why I've been kind of feeling a little bit shitty because of Vlogmas, because I've kind of been forced to stare at a screen for large amounts of time. And I've been seeing a lot of your comments saying like, you know, if you need a break, take a break, which they're so sweet, like thank you so much. And obviously if I really need a break, I'm definitely gonna take one, even though we're almost done with Vlogmas. Like we've almost made it without missing a day. Definitely be taking your guys' advice as well as my own advice, as like taking a break when I feel like I need one. I'm gonna try to push through as much as possible since we're almost done. Like if this was in the beginning, I definitely would have taken a break already, but since we're almost done, I think I have it in me to just kind of push myself a little bit, because I'll be like very proud of myself if I can make it through without like missing one day. So I'm gonna really try my best, but if I really need to, I definitely will, because I know you guys will have my back and you guys will support me, and I'm just so grateful for all of you guys who will like understand and keep coming back and watching even if I do miss a day. Thank you so much to all of you. Beautiful, lovely people. I love you guys so much. My DMs are always open. You can always talk to me. So since I'm not really going anywhere, I'm just filming, I'll probably just do very light glam, like very light, but just enough so that you can see it on camera. That has been kind of something I've been trying to do to help my anxiety, like kind of pinpoint certain things of why it happens, or like when I see like I start to feel that way, like what has changed. And sometimes it's really nothing. Like sometimes nothing has changed. Like you're doing something completely different, and 1 week you could handle it perfectly fine, but then the next, like you're like, this is terrible. Like you feel the weight of the world like on your back. And so I've definitely also been there. That can almost be the worst feeling ever, because you're like, what is wrong with me? Like what has changed that now I can't handle this? When you know deep down you can handle it, like your workload, whatever, like you normally can handle it, but it just feels so much more intense. So I've definitely been there as well, and that's a little bit harder to kind of work through. I always say this, the one thing that I find that steadily helps me when I'm feeling that way is really to give myself a break. Like even if you have a deadline, if you have a paper to do at midnight or something, try your best to figure out a schedule where you can give yourself breaks, whether it be like every hour you get a 10-minute break to just like lay down and listen to music or do something, listen to a podcast or something. Whenever I give myself like a break, like my mind a break, and like kind of distract it from all of the things I'm stressing out about, I feel like so much more refreshed to kind of push myself and like keep going even when it feels really hard. And that's another thing, like none of these things have ever really just taken my anxiety away completely 100%. It almost just kind of lessens it a little bit to the point where I can work through it, because as much as anxiety sucks, it's really hard to find a cure that just takes it away 100%. So you have to kind of strengthen yourself and like learn ways to work through it within yourself. When you have the right mindset about it, it's much easier to kind of, you know, not put so much pressure on it, like not feel so much like, oh my god, what is wrong with me? Why do I have this? Knowing that you're not alone, and also knowing that your anxiety is lying to you. Like that is my biggest motto that I tell myself, that I try to tell you guys. Your anxiety is literally lying to you. It is telling lies to your brain that something is wrong. It's telling you that you're doing something wrong, that you are a failure. It's telling you all these things, like, or at least that's what it tells me. And obviously those things aren't true. So it's literally just lying to you and like trying to fool you. Like it's literally playing a game with you. So if you don't let it like get to you, if you don't let it win the game, then you're gonna have such a better time of like kind of working through it. Like if you can remind yourself, this isn't real, like this isn't actually what's happening, this is just what my brain is telling me, and I'm not actually a failure, I'm actually doing amazing. It really makes things so much better when you like try to remind yourself that when you're having these like crazy thoughts that are just so like far from the truth. Always just remind yourself that your anxiety is lying to you. It is definitely not true, and you cannot let it really get to you, even though it can definitely be really hard to do that. Moving on to how I've been feeling recently, I have really been enjoying doing Vlogmas. Up until the past like 3 days, I've been enjoying it so much, and I've been really loving the content that I've been putting out. And I feel like almost just so randomly, I just randomly like started feeling really bad about like all the videos that I've been putting out, or just like the past 2 videos that I've put out. I've hated them. Like I felt like I just rushed through them. I didn't put in all my efforts to it. Actually, honestly, just yesterday's video, I can really say that. It was like an unedited vlog, and I absolutely hated the way it came out, but I just put it out there because I know like you guys will most likely still like it, even if I didn't put, you know, as much effort as I'd like to. But yeah, it kind of just like really took me down because I love putting in my all to all my videos, and I just hate putting out ones that I'm not proud of. And I kind of did that, which like, you know, whatever. I've been having like kind of a lot of doubts about myself because, you know, I put so much effort into my vlogs, and I feel like YouTube is just so hard to grow on. And I'm so thankful for the growth I've made in this past year. Like, so grateful. And I also wanted to tell you guys this because I know some people can relate to this. You will have these thoughts of like doubts, or just these thoughts of like, oh my god, like why am I not as good as this person? Why am I not like growing as much as this person? Or, you know, stuff like that. And you don't even think about like the things that you have to be grateful for. So when you find yourself like comparing yourself to others, or comparing stupid things like views or subscriber count, like just sit back and just think about how grateful you are for what you have. And that's something that like I did last night. I was like, wait, why am I thinking these things? Like, I have so much to be grateful for. It doesn't matter if, you know, my videos don't get as much views. The average 2,000 people who come back and watch my videos every single day, like, that in and of itself is something to be so grateful for. Those 2,000 of you who like continuously come back and watch my videos, I literally can't even describe how much I love you guys. Like, you are so loyal to me. You guys always comment on every single video. You go and follow my Instagram. We talk. We literally like formed a relationship because you guys literally know my whole life. I just like had this moment last night where I was like, what am I doing? Like, why am I beating myself up because I'm not like reaching my goals for the year? I did reach my goals. Grew so much more than I even thought I could this entire year, or just like even the past 2 years. And I just have so much to be grateful for. And that really helped me like get out of that little like mindset that I was in. And like now I feel so much better, and it actually like made me be more excited to film something for you guys, because I was like, I owe it to them. Like, my moral of my story is, if you guys are feeling a similar way, whether you're just like getting discouraged and like not, you know, being as successful as you thought you were gonna be at like whatever point you are in life, if you didn't reach all your goals that you had for this entire year, take a step back and look at the small accomplishments that you did have and be grateful for them. Like, be proud of yourself for any accomplishment, even if it wasn't the ones that you intended to do, or that like they were smaller than you intended them to be. Take a step back and really just give yourself a pat on the back and be grateful for them, and just literally wake up every single day and say out loud, or like say in your head, what you're grateful for. And that could be something as small as passing your class, getting your paper done on time, having a roof over your head, like stuff like that. Sometimes I forget, and it's very easy for us humans to forget like gratitude, because, you know, you're on social media, you're always comparing yourself to everybody else who like is posting, who has more followers, who has more money, who has more like a better body, better face, better hair. Like, you're always comparing yourself to people on social media, which, by the way, social media is literally fake. And I hope you guys know that by now, because let me tell you, everything on social media is fake, and I could go on for like hours talking about that, but I definitely want to keep it real with you guys and say that, because it is so easy, so easy to get so much anxiety and just tear yourself down from seeing people on social media and just being exposed to all these different things on social media. So definitely just remember to be grateful for what you have. Take everything you see on social media with a grain of salt. Literally just take a deep breath and be grateful for literally everything you have. Write it down, do what you gotta do, and I promise you're gonna feel so much better, and like you're gonna kind of feel more grounded, and you're gonna feel like, wait, oh my god, like why was I thinking those things? I have so many things myself to be grateful for. I'm telling you, it really helps. So yeah, that's my little rant. I hope that made sense. I feel like I was just saying random things for the past 10 minutes. I'm almost done with my makeup. I'm doing a very light eye look. Kind of hated my video from yesterday, but it's okay because I still got a video up. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I still got a video up. If no one wants to watch it, I don't blame them. I'm feeling a little bit better than I was last night, so now hopefully I'll start to like the content that I'm putting out more. And you know, Christmas is coming up, so fun times coming. The video that I'm filming tonight is actually gonna be kind of a fun one. I am doing a Princess Polly try-on haul type of video, but we're doing a little twist, and Sam is actually going to be rating my outfits from Princess Polly. I've never done a video like this. They're very popular. I see them literally all over, and I don't know why I've never done one. I've never done a boyfriend rates my like blank whatever it is. I've been seeing a lot of people asking for me to do that with me and Sam, so that should be fun. And now I'm just gonna do some mascara. By the way, social media is literally fake, and I hope you guys know that by now, because let me tell you, everything on social media is fake, and I could go on for like hours talking about that. Done, I think. Just do a little bit of lipstick and we should be good to go for the video. I really hope you guys thought that anything that I said earlier was kind of helpful. I feel like I think a lot of things in my head that help me when I'm feeling kind of down, and then when I try to like say them out loud, I feel like it doesn't really make as much sense as it does in my head, but I really tried. So hopefully you guys kind of found any of that helpful, related to any of it in any way, and just know you're not alone if you're feeling these things. A little bit of lip liner. Okay, so I just lined my lips, and I'm gonna use this little Buxom lip gloss that I got in a PR package. It is so cute, and it is in the shade Samantha. I didn't even know that they had a shade named Samantha, but it is beautiful, and they sent it to me. Look at it, how cute is it? It is the perfect baby pink, and the secret to my lips is to line your lips, kind of overline them a little bit in a dark, deep color, but don't line like the center of your lips, and then use a baby pink like this on the center, and it just looks beautiful. Like, look at this, ready? And then it looks like this, and I am so obsessed with how it looks. I love it. Okay, so let's take this, actually, let's just spray our face quickly. Best setting spray ever, Charlotte Tilbury. And that is the finished makeup look. Okay, let's take this bad boy off. So the one issue that I have with like trying to make my hair healthy again, it just looks terrible all the time because I'm not styling it, I'm not putting heat on it. So I'm gonna have to film my video like with a little low pony moment, which I'm not that happy about, but hopefully me and Sam can film that video. All the clothes are right there in that box. I'm so excited for you guys to see them because I already peeked at them a little bit and they're so cute. So cute. So this is the look for the video. Make sure you subscribe and turn on my post notifications so that you don't miss the haul and the little like, you know, boyfriend rates my outfits type of video, because I'm probably gonna be posting it tomorrow, so you don't want to miss it. I love you guys so much. You are all beautiful. You all are so strong, like so much more strong than you ever could imagine. And if no one has told you recently, I am proud of you. You are doing amazing. Even if you don't feel like you have done much progress, you definitely have done a little bit of progress, and that is something to be proud of. Oh yeah, I love you guys. My DMs are always open, and have a beautiful night. Bye.